Welcome to this week's Unearthed Financial Observer Market Report. We currently have some fantastic trades on at the moment across the board from the Forex, indices, commodities and stocks. Again, as always, I'll start with the indices and have a quick look at what the global markets have done over the past week and where they're heading to, most likely for the next week. Here we have the Australian index, the ASX 200, and it is today, it's actually broken up above this high here. So we've seen a nice clear break above the October high, which is nice to see. And we see it coming up, advancing towards the 4962 level, which is the 50% Fibonacci level. We may see it find some resistance there, but otherwise we have seen a nice strong move up where the market is now making higher highs than these previous highs here. And it's looking like we are starting a new bull market or a bull cycle. This has been a very unusual sideways period here over the festive season, but it's nice to see that it's showing a lot more bull characteristics, especially once it gets over this level here. It should move up quite a significant amount further. But as always, I just like to trade it the way it's going. I don't really mind whether it's going up or down. I'm not trying to predict exactly where it's going. I'm just looking at the immediate time frame. What is it telling us? What can I see with what's in front of me on the charts? I'll quickly flick through the weekly charts for the indices. Nice strong week last week for the FTSE. It'll be interesting to see what happens overnight. Tonight, the Nikkei. Again, a nice strong week for it last week, or a medium, I'd say, not as strong as these type of moves here, but it's currently trading a little bit above this area here, so it would be nice to see it breaking through this week and moving higher above the old September high for the Nikkei. The S&P 500, a great week last week, nice and strong, breaking above the 50% Fibonacci level where it found a lot of resistance. So we should see this market go higher. On the daily chart for the Australian index, we've actually just entered into a long trade up above this level here. So it would be nice to see the actual overseas markets push our market higher again tomorrow. And we're in that market long at the moment. The same, it's only around about 6 points in total for our minimum 2 contracts that we're holding on that. And then we have the FTSE that has also, outside of its market hours, it has entered into a long trade as well. And that has a total of 24 points profit for our 2 minimum contracts for that position. Other trades that we've entered has been today the trade on gold, a long trade. And that is 24 points in profit for our minimum 2 contracts for that position also. So we've entered long into this market, which has been a nice entry, and we should see this market move quite a bit higher. Looking at then the currency markets, that's been a lot of trades moving into. We have the euro, which we actually entered in last week. It was around about this level here where my pointer is. And it was quite a bit of a rocky ride for starters as the market moved against us on numerous occasions and was most of the time against us. And this really has a major impact on the psychology of a trader to watch your position go from profit to loss or even as soon as you've entered the trade go into it because it's actually really quite impacts you on the psychological level where you think thoughts like, I shouldn't have got into this trade. Why did I get in? I should have got out when there was a bit of profit on the board and things like that. But it's so crucial to stick to your trading plan and just understand that you are going to have those losing trades. At times you're just going to have to roll with those punches and as long as the majority of the time that you actually do have winning trades and that your winners by far outperform your losers, then you will be successful within trading. But it's a matter of just rolling on and continuously taking the trades as they present and not thinking back about your past trades, because There's, you may have a string of losses at times. That's the nature of trading, and that will happen, and you have to expect that. As long as you stick within your good money management rules, then you can survive and be successful over the longer term. As you can see now, the euro has rallied nicely into our favour with higher highs, and looks like we will continue up into that direction. We were looking to enter into the British pound, but that hasn't eventuated that trade as yet, and doesn't particularly look like that it's going to meet our price objective for our entry. We have a short trade on the Canadian dollar, and that is nicely moving into our favour. We may see a bit of resistance, or support happen down about here where this old bottom is, but it would be nice to see that push on through. We have a lovely trade on the the Australian dollar, and that has already hit our profit target this morning. That is currently in profit of around about 290 points. I didn't mention how much with our Canadian dollar. We're about 38 points on our minimum two contracts that we have on that trade. Aussie dollar is up at, we've hit the profit target, and we are at 290 points in total. The euro is up 132 points pips in profit for that particular trade, which has only been open since the 5th of January. And what else have we got? We got the USD JPY last week. We actually closed that out and capturing 212 points of profit. The market has come back into our favour, but it's weakening again. So we'll look to enter that market once it gives us a few more signals. And we've taken a short trade on the USD CHF on the Swissy, and that has nicely moved into our favour. We have around 244 pips in profit, and that opened late last week as well. So there's been some wonderful trade across the foreign exchange market. And last but not least is oil. That is giving us an entry. We're looking to enter that market long, but not just yet. It hasn't reached our price target to enter that market, but should that be met, we will nicely get into that trade. Now, finally, we actually have started entering into some long trades for the Australian and US stocks. So volume has picked up within those markets. So it's time to start building our long portfolios again, and of course paying particularly close attention to our money management to ensure that we're building our portfolios properly. If you would like any more information on building your portfolio, please send us an email. And do please check out our website as well. We have quite a few specials with regard to packaging, getting all reports for paying $99 for 1 month and getting the next 2 months for free. So please take a look at our online shop, and we look forward to helping you with your wealth creation over 2010.